I'm not feeling it at all. Welcome to the Builders Table podcast. You don't usually see or hear me, but I'm Johnny Diaz, producer of the show, and today we're celebrating our 100th episode with a very special episode. Before we get to that though, let's introduce our guest. You know her as the usual host of this show, as well as the Vice President of Innovations and Advancements at the NCCER. Jennifer, welcome to the show.
Thank you, I think. I'm gonna say thank you now. I'm gonna say something else later.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. We'll see how this goes. It's gonna go great. It's gonna go great. You're gonna love it.
Okay.
For the 100th episode, we want to do something special, as everyone can probably see. We want to take on the hottest gauntlet on the internet, the wings of death. For those of you familiar with Hot Ones, you can kind of see what's going on. We don't have to explain that to you. But for those of you who don't, we got 8 increasingly hot wings. As she goes through those hot wings, we're gonna be asking you 8 increasingly challenging questions. See how you can compose yourself.
Okay.
Mostly the reason we're doing this is because we got a yes during our 100th episode meeting of what we should be doing for our
No, that was just because I was tired of hearing that.
It's true.
I was trying to give other ideas, but nobody listened. And I felt like I was talking to my kids when I was like, no, and that didn't work, and so here we are.
We came into that meeting, just so you know, not expecting a yes, but we were persistent, and then the marketing team jumped in, and they were like, actually, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
But
you all ganged up against me.
We did,
I got
unfortunately. But if anyone else had the opportunity to do this with their boss, they absolutely would, so that's why we're here.
We'll see if I'm your boss after this. Or you're actually on the team is what I should say.
Yes,
okay.
That's fair. How are you feeling about this?
Oh, I'm nervous.
You're nervous?
Yeah.
I think we've hyped it up a little bit. No, it's pretty hot.
No, because you sent me one episode. I'd never heard of it. You sent me an episode. It looked like it was no big deal until this morning, and I looked at my own episodes.
Let me look up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Those we were very
those did not
careful
look
which one we sent you.
Yeah, that was pretty sneaky.
All right, before we begin, there's a simple question. How are you with spicy foods?
I'm okay. I mean, I think I'm okay. I don't know how to judge it because I don't know what other people.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
So first we have the garlic Fresno. This is to your left. No.
Oh no.
We're not doing that one.
Okay, that's right. I forgot you said okay. Okay.
If you like garlic and you like Fresno, which I don't really know what that is, you're gonna have a good time.
That's good.
So there's a lot in becoming a public figure in sort of the podcast.
Public figure.
Right? In the podcast space. Also while you're, the vice president at NCCER. What did you ever think you'd be hosting a show like this or a podcast at all? And what challenges have you faced?
So I kind of got conned into it, and I'm going to go ahead and say this now.
On the record?
I was asked to do it, which was great, but I had 2 colleagues that were going to do it with me. Well, one colleague, Lisa Strite, Chief Learning Officer, and our public relations consultant, Tim Johnson. So it was supposed to be 3 of us doing it. By chance, on the day that we started recording, neither one of them could actually do it. And so it's been me since then.
Oh, by the way, we also said amongst the team, the one you like the most, you can take home. You can take home all of them because you're a boss.
I get a prize. All right.
The next one is lemon pepper.
You're just kind of easing me into it.
Yeah, before we really,
Got it.
We'll get to that. We don't have to talk about that right now. This one tastes, guess what it tastes like?
Lemon pepper.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good. All right, let's go for it.
All right. Oh, I like that one. Mm-hmm. That's good.
Obviously, we've been doing this for 100 episodes, doing it for a long time. Is there a particular guest in the entire time we've been running that really stands out to you? And what kind of guest would you like to see in the future?
Wow. I don't even have a good enough memory to remember.
I edited them and I can't remember.
Any of the young people that won skills, any opportunity that you get to talk to the kids that are doing it and choose it, that's always great. So I have fun with that. And there's been quite a few of them. Let's see. I think some of the fun have been some of the instructors, just talking to them because they're always fun about just their ideas on all of that. So I don't know. That's a hard question.
It is.
I thought we were going to progressively get more difficult as it got hotter.
They get easier.
So, because I don't know how to choose just one. I mean, I could say the obvious and say, oh, my daughter was the best one, I had the most fun or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, even some of those that I've just done recently, I'll tell you, being at Skills USA,
That was cool.
just in general, being there, I loved the setting of it,
Yeah.
and I thought it was exciting. And
It was unique for us.
yeah, it was.
We haven't done that.
So I really liked doing that. That was really cool.
gotta do
But
it next year.
I don't know. And as far as guests, like who else do I want to do? Well, if you asked Boyd, it would be that I haven't asked my boss yet
Yes.
to be on the show.
He's the number one.
Right. I'm gonna take another bite of this before we go on because this is really good.
Absolutely. See? Yeah, this ain't so bad.
Yeah, I only have how many more to go?
This one is probably the best tasting one. You're gonna probably want to take this one home. Maybe your favorite. This one's
Okay.
really, really good. All right, let's go for it.
All right, here we go. Really sweet.
Very sweet, yeah. It's got pineapple in it and habanero, which makes sense.
Everybody thinks of pineapple and habanero.
I mean, you know, they go together. What patterns in the construction industry have you seen that you believe are setting us in the right path, and which ones concern you?
I think the patterns that I'm excited about are training. I see a lot more people understanding, a lot more companies understanding the necessity of training. There's been some companies that it's always just been part of their makeup of their company, what they've always done. They have a fantastic training culture. The other thing that I'm super excited about is more and more contractors being willing to hire younger people and inexperienced people, women, because if we don't open it up to all of it, for years it was like, oh, no problem, Henry's gonna bring his grandson, and James over here's got his brother's brother, and or his brother and an in-law and this and that.
Yeah.
And what I love is that I see contractors getting out into schools, they're going to campuses, they're engaging with their community colleges, they are hiring women and minorities, and then offering them the training that I was talking about. So that's probably what I'm most excited about. I think the concern that everyone has, like just the backlog of jobs that there are, the amount of work that needs to be done, is because those jobs are coming so quickly. How do we train the people up fast enough and get them qualified
while
to do that?
also maintaining quality?
Exactly.
Because you can't train someone in a year that might need
Right.
5 years to train.
Right.
That was a great answer.
Okay.
Very good. All right, this is where I think you might, if you don't feel this, I think then you lied to me about your ability to not take spicy food. Because I think you're going to feel it. This is mushroom mayhem. This is my favorite one.
I'm concerned about anything that has mayhem in the name.
I love the taste though. It's like you feel that heat immediately, like right there in the back.
Yeah, it comes afterwards a little bit.
Yeah,
That's good.
which is good. You once said, and I quote, I hope, "It is going to take all of us to change the perception of the construction industry and show that it is not an alternative to college, but another option for a successful career." Obviously, stereotypes have a role in certain people or certain groups not getting jobs. What do you feel is the best way to combat those stereotypes?
Wow. Well, there's a couple things that we can do, but number one, starting with the education system, is really having the leaders in the system, whether that's by state, whether it's local, whatever, really starting to understand. They don't know construction, right? So I've talked to counselors before. I've talked to teachers that are traditional in traditional subjects. They have no idea. They have no idea the math that is in construction. They have no idea the science that's in construction. So I think one of the things that we can do to combat that in general with career tech ed is infuse that into the traditional education. So when you're teaching math, show applied math.
Yeah.
I mean, you can teach it all day long and say, hey, Johnny, you should learn this. This is exactly what you should do. But if I showed you what you could do, then that's going to change that.
Thing.
Science, same thing. If we started saying, well, let's talk about crane operators and let's talk about wind loads and let's talk about how do you figure, then it becomes cool and then people want to do it. So I think we have to do it in education.
Are you not feeling this?
No, I feel it's good.
Okay, because I was going through it. I was like,
Well, they said if I don't take a drink of water, you're not going to take a drink of
yeah,
water.
so I'm dying over here.
I'm a little competitive sometimes.
Hey, good. That's what we need.
Okay.
I was just wondering because you're so composed, and I was like,
Well, I'm getting a little more. It has gotten more intense.
you
I
can
will
definitely
say.
feel it. You definitely feel
Yeah.
it. But you're professional.
Yeah, I'm
what it
trying
is.
to be.
All right, that was wonderful. I also touched my eyes, so I'm in immense amount of pain right now.
Your face is red. Mm-hmm. I like that one.
That one's good, right? Yeah. I've heard you call the next generation the tool belt generation. What advice would you give any sort of, I guess any company, but in this case, our industry, what advice would you give them on hiring the younger Generation Alpha, Z? Because I feel like they might have like stereotypes as well.
Right. Yeah.
Of that generation. What advice would you give them?
First thing I would say, carpe diem, because we need to seize the day, because I mean, all of a sudden this name comes out of the blue because all of these students are evaluating, like, what am I going to do after school? And now they're actually considering, what are my options? And we've looked at surveys that are telling us that students that are graduating from high school are saying, I wish, after they've graduated, I didn't know all my options.
Yeah.
I wish somebody would have told me more of my options. And so what's happening with this group now is they're evaluating, how much is it going to cost me to go to college? When I get that college degree, what am I going to be doing? Are there other things that I can do and explore it? And that doesn't mean you don't go to college later.
Sure.
Or you don't want to do it. It's just like, so we have this generation of people that are doing it. So we need to seize the day on everything I talked about earlier, like getting together, talking about it, getting all of the information about construction out there, teaming up with schools, whatever that might be. There's never been a better time for us to do that.
How you feeling after that one?
I'm good. I'm good.
Damn, this is
I don't know, but you already told me that was kind of like my in between.
It is
going to give me a little
and
bit of a break.
to be fair, my face is on fire right now, so I'm just kind of translating that to you. I'm like, are you not feeling what I'm feeling?
Yeah, I'm trying not to
mouth
wipe
is
my
fine.
face.
My face is awful. If you need a baby wipe, please grab one.
I'm good.
All right, we're gonna be all right.
Okay.
All right, next one. So this is Son of Zombie. This one,
Son of
do you remember? Remember what I said?
Who's naming this stuff?
Clever people. You remember when I said that story of who I would sacrifice in
Yes.
the zombie apocalypse?
Yes.
We picked this one
Which
for
was
that.
wrong. Which was wrong.
It was wrong. But we did what we did. We can't take
I mean,
back
yeah,
our choices.
it's just like making sure that there's someone that runs slower than you if a bear's chasing you.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Basically, that's
was
what
Aaron.
you said. Exactly.
She will
Okay.
be missed. All right. She's not dead.
Yeah, the zombies didn't get her. Let's just
We're
go
okay.
ahead. Just go ahead and say that.
All right,
Okay.
let's try this. I love this one. This one, I compare this one. Maybe I'm wrong and people will hate me for it, but this one and Mushroom Mayhem have that same sort of just heavy flavor, similar amount of spice. So we'll see how you kind of handle it. You taste that one a lot more. It's a little sweeter. The spice comes a little later. So just, get ready for it.
That delay.
So a lot of people might not know, especially our viewers, that you used to be a high school teacher. So you, more than anybody, probably know that students could be placed in courses that they really have no interest in.
Right.
What advice would you give the teachers of those students to maybe increase their interest in a class that might involve trades?
I think the important thing is to listen and pay attention to your students. Because just because they're not turning in their assignments or they're not doing something doesn't mean they don't have the ability to do it. I mean, everybody learns differently, and you go through education to be a teacher and you understand there's a lot of different ways that people learn. We did something in Georgia with a group, and we did this math test, and we had different classes. We said, look, we're going to give you these math problems. We want you to compete. Whoever wins gets a pizza party thrown by these contractors. They're going to come in and talk to you about jobs and stuff. So the teachers of those classrooms, they start looking through it, and we did plumbing, electrical, HVAC, carpentry. We took a whole bunch out of our curriculum of different math problems and stuff. And the teachers literally said, I had no idea that this level of math is happening in construction. And when they saw that, they actually got excited. And they said, I had to go talk to my CTE construction teacher to even make sure I wanted to know the concept, why they were teaching it, what it was. So that's what I think. Like, I said this whenever I taught English, but I teamed up with the history teacher and I teamed up with other teachers. Don't do just the traditional subjects.
Yeah.
Team up with everybody that's
Absolutely.
teaching and find out, because that's how you help your kids be successful.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. That one I did feel later. That came a little bit
felt
later.
as you're talking, right?
The more I talked, so now my answers might get shorter with these next few.
That's, I'm going to keep you talking.
Okay.
All right. So now, Fire. I love this one. Fire. You get it?
Oh, yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, no, I get it.
If I'm going to add spice to my everyday life, this is as far as I'm going.
Okay. Okay. Well, I will say after the zombie one, that's the first time I actually feel
You're
like
starting to feel
I
hot.
could have a fan.
Yes,
Like,
yeah. It's like,
yeah.
it's a little hot in here. You know?
Yeah, I see that you guys did not accommodate me
We
with
did
that.
not, and I even made a comment. I was like, it's kind of hot. In here.
Yeah, yeah,
might
nobody
not
else
be-
is sweating. We're just the only ones sweating.
Can you imagine, like, she was just going the opposite way? Started with the bomb.
Started with the wrong.
She's
I'm
just, like,
surprised you didn't
enjoying
trick
it.
me into that.
No, I would never do that. I would never do that.
Well, okay, you would never do
I would
that, but
never
look
make
what
you
we're
do
doing
that.
right now.
Yeah, that one, like, immediately, there's like that. I don't even
Oh,
know how
yeah.
to describe it.
Oh yeah. There it is.
It doesn't sneak up on you.
What's in this one? Is it particular pepper?
Uh-oh, hit my nose. Scorpion pepper.
Oh, okay.
We might have an emergency. All right, there's a lot of talk about how to get women in the industry. And then there's also a lot of talk about how to get younger kids in the industry.
Right.
Do you think those two goals align? And what's an effective way you think you can get young women in the industry?
Okay, I'm taking a sip of water. That one's like hitting me
Feeling it,
more.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I'm fine.
Okay. All right. I think it does align because what happens is it's just a different mind shift for the industry, right? Like when we talk about it right now, for every 5 people leaving the industry, only one's coming in.
Yeah.
Only one person's coming
That's
in.
crazy.
51% of the population are women. Where the heck are we going to get everybody if we don't start opening it up? But it's the same thing for young people too, right? If we do not get young people, you've got people that they don't even know about construction. They don't know anything. Only 20%, 20 to 22% of the people that kids that take construction classes in high school even end up in the industry. So we have got to do a better job. So I think they align because it's a mind shift. It's a, look, we got to go there.
Sure.
It's no longer should we go there, we have to go there.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. I think for women is, we did our research and everything, and women typically choose construction because of the pay.
Sure.
They get into construction because a lot of times it's single moms, they need to do this. But what we need to talk about to these women that we found out when we did our focus groups is they want training. They want accomplishment. They want to have something that they can go home to their kids at the end of the day
Sure.
and be really proud about, and then guide their children to do something that's the same. But I don't know if we approach it that way, and I don't know how hard we're going out after women, because I do think one of the questions is, how do you get to the women?
Sure.
How do you get there? How do we do that? I mean, and my thoughts are, women's groups, there's a lot of women's groups. There's women that are going to the doctor because they're pregnant or whatever it might be. Like, we need to figure out how do we get where the women are, figure out where they are, what are they reading, what are they doing? Maybe it's childcare books, maybe it's whatever. And we need to let them know, as an industry, we got a place for you. We got a place for you.
Absolutely.
These women want to work. People think, oh, well, they have kids, they don't want to. They want good paying jobs that give them a sense of pride, that they will get the training they need to move up. That's what they're looking for. So I just think that's what we have to do. We need to meet them where they are. We need to make sure that we're ready as an industry. I would love to see it, us put out something like, who's the most women-friendly contractor? Who's really doing it right, and what are they doing?
What are they doing? What can we learn from
And then
them?
help, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we need to do.
That's beautiful.
All right, so my lips are on fire.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, that's what they do. This is hitting me a lot harder than it was.
That was.
You feel it. See what I
Yeah.
mean? We're like,
No, I feel it now.
you don't really feel the other ones are up until Son of the Bomb. I think unless you're Evan, you might have a little bit of a hard time with that. But these two, but you've made it.
I made it.
You made it, and you've made it surprisingly well with how you kind of set us up.
I know. I wasn't setting you up.
No. In
Setting
the
you
sense of like, I thought by 3 you were gonna be like, hold up, I don't know if I can go any farther than this.
I thought that too.
But hey, you've done a wonderful job. You've made it.
You probably
All
need to quit wiping your face.
No, I know. I'm getting new napkins every time I'm
Okay,
wiping my face, so that I don't make that same mistake again. But you've made it, and we as a production team would love to thank you for indulging us in this.
Wait, does that mean I'm going to die after the last one?
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Thank you for this. And
Thanking me now.
I'm thanking you now just in case, because it might change after this. But honestly, at this point, she might just handle this very well. So I'm a little nervous.
We'll see.
And I'm trying to maintain my composure.
see.
All right.
Okay.
But for this final wing, I'm gonna ask you that you speak directly to the camera behind me. This is your camera right here.
Oh,
You
okay,
speak directly
okay.
to that camera.
Now I don't even want to take a
We
bite.
really
I'm
just set her
afraid.
up. All right.
I was afraid before, and now I'm like really
Cheers.
afraid.
This one is obviously the bomb, and it is sometimes compared to battery acid.
Battery acid? Oh, gosh.
What would you say to a young girl who is just
That's not good at all.
It's not.
That's not good.
It's not good at all. What would you say to a young girl who has doubts that she cannot be a major player in the construction industry?
I would say don't work with a video team of all men. Whoa. That's terrible. Doesn't even taste good.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
And now I'm supposed to give the advice to a
Go
young
for
woman.
it. And you want it. Like, she's right there. And if you fail this, she will not be part of the industry.
No pressure,
No
thank
pressure.
you. Not only, do I
Another
have to, not only do I have to eat a terrible, terrible chicken wing. So I would say, give it a try. If you're somebody that likes to do something different every single day, if you like a challenge, don't be afraid. Don't sit there and think because it's predominantly men in the industry that there's not a place for you, because there is absolutely a place. Women bring very unique qualities to project sites. They bring attention to detail. They bring a really sense of team and wanting to do that. But it's that attention to detail and that ability and that patience that women have to make sure that every single thing is right. It's unbelievable. Women can be so successful in this industry and travel around and have a family and do so many things that we've been told we can't do. So I would just say, take a class if you have the chance to take a class. If you're a mom, a single mom, find out if there's classes in your community, what you can do to try it out. Because I bet you that women that have never tried this could go in, whether it's HVAC or carpentry or welding or pipe fitting, they will find something. You will absolutely find something you adore in this industry. And if it's not that, it might be construction management, it might be architecture, it might be engineering, it might be accounting, marketing, or something else that you do for the construction industry. I have a friend that started out in marketing, doing marketing for construction, and then she saw what was going on the project sites, and she said, wait, I want to go there and I want to do that. So I would just say, give it a try. Like, don't make your mind up before you've even given it a chance. That's what I would say.
That's beautiful, and I expected this to be way worse. I'm having a great time. I'm not feeling it at all. But you've done it. This is amazing. You've climbed the peak of heat. And what do you think about this experience? Are you glad we did it?
Yeah, except for that last one.
That last one sucks.
That one sucked.
Yeah, no one likes that. But Jennifer, you did wonderful. And that's it. I gotta go wash my face.
Yeah, that last one was terrible.
It's so bad. It's not even good. Like,
it doesn't even taste good. At least the other ones tasted good.
cheers. Best of luck.
I'm rolling.
It's only Monday, man.
Keep expanding it. Dude, I can't think.
Trying to get it down before the spice starts kicking in.
Oh, really? It kicks in?
Yes. Economy's great.
Yeah.
How you liking that over there, Miss Tyler?
Have a hiccup?
Why will you guys not make eye contact with me?
I hear it's piping.
With what we've been doing, what's a path that you would see us growing, NCCER?
Sure as hell not keeping you employed.
That's fair.
It's Monday.
It's definitely spicy.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's a little bit, you know.
I wasn't prepared.
It's a Monday.
Okay,
How did you
this
like
is
yours?
like pretty awesome.
It's crazy.
Tell me something really sad, like whenever you lost your first dog or cat or something. I'm gonna try and console you.
That would even.
Sing the national anthem.
Now? Can't sing it now.
So, am I supposed to like be like just
Or you just do whatever you have to do.
burning around fire yet?
Definitely hotter than what I would normally eat for like pleasure, you know.
So, how about the economy, guys?
As a God as my witness. Oh, no.
Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Good stuff.
I don't like this anymore.
Dude, I was trying to just flex.
Can I have a raise? Quick, 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 quick! You can only have this water correctly.
I might actually have to do the water.
I'm not dying.
Are you serious?